But yo, breaking news, real spillers. I don't know, it's breaking news. Y'all probably already know. Niggas got Facebook. Kodak free.
Kodak.
Cause when they locked little Kodak up, little nigga, I couldn't believe it. Ho.
I hit my butt like I'm little Kodak.
Yeah. You a Kodak fan?
Yeah, I am. I don't just listen to a lot of his music, but I like Kodak. Nigga is dope.
Have you heard Heartbreak Kodak? Oh man, that's his latest drop before he went in.
Yeah,
He dropped it like right after he went in. I love that shit. I wasn't the biggest fan, but Heartbreak Kodak, top to bottom, I love it.
Damn. I ain't even listen to it. I'm a Kodak fan.
It's more like a love album, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
he got lyrics, man. He got lyrics for real.
And he got I feel like 9/10 of the game as a hip hop artist is delivery. It's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. You can say the dumbest shit, but if you say it in a dope way, and I just feel like that's what he got. His delivery real unique. You know what I'm saying? And once you get over it, it's like I can compare it to Lil Boosie. Because I had to get over Lil Boosie's delivery. His voice to being high pitched, I didn't really fuck with it at first. But once I got over that, you know what I'm saying, got to the music, I was like, yeah, I'm a fan. I think that's gonna happen with Kodak with me too. But he home though, so what y'all think? What do y'all think about that? Especially after XXX passing.
I'm glad he's home.
When did he go in?
I want to say January.
Yeah, January, February.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad he's gone. I hope he could stay out of trouble.
I think he is this time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what he went in from last time? He got out, he was on probation, and he was on Instagram Live, like, smoking weed, and he had his kids around him and shit like that. So they got him for, like,
he's incriminating himself a lot.
Definitely. Yeah, child endangerment.
But most rappers do that just because, not most rappers, like, I say 70% of the people on Instagram do that. Smoke while they're around their kids.
I know, especially with.
I mean,
I don't feel that though, man. It's like we talking about that shit earlier. Me and Gio was talking about it earlier. How influential kids is, and you gotta give them a chance to make a choice.
They really like a sponge.
I say that with a lot of things that are being pushed on kids nowadays. Like,
definitely,
like,
it's not for them. Not yet.
Yeah,
I seen a video on Facebook where it was two women raising the kid, and it wasn't like he was making the choice himself. It was they were pushing that on him. You know what I'm saying?
That's all he was saying.
And people were arguing under the comments like, kids are a sponge. You know what I'm saying? You gotta teach them the traditional way and the, I want to say, alternative way. You know
I wouldn't say, but see, I think when it comes to that, it's not necessarily, they don't believe that there is a traditional way. You know what I'm saying? They believe that it's, I guess, whoever you fall for type stuff. It's not a traditional way.
The same way that everybody got here was a man and a woman. So that's the tradition. Like, it's
the natural way.
You know what I'm saying? The natural way. So it's the way that we know as kids. Like, growing up as a kid, you wanted to have a family because you seen your mom and your dad.
Yeah.
So
and what you saw on TV.
But they're trying to say, like, they're born that way. I don't think you could be born that way.
Yeah, I don't. It's hard for me to say because I don't deal with it personally. I said something like that on Facebook, and I had a homegirl who is really big in that community, and she talked to me like later about it, and she was like, you know, if you haven't been through that struggle, you can't necessarily relate to it to speak about it, and you know, say this is facts. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't believe it because I can't really speak about it because I haven't experienced it. But I feel exactly how you feel. I feel like everything is a learned behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like if being a man and woman, I feel like if you put a baby in a room, two babies, a girl and a boy in a room, and don't nobody come in there and talk to them or show them nothing, are they gonna grow up and have sex?
I think naturally.
Yeah, naturally, because you.
Now,
they're going to be attracted to each other naturally.
Now, if you put a baby boy and a baby boy in a room, and same situation, don't influence them, do you think they will grow up and have sex?
No.
Even though there's not any other girls or anybody else, when they going through puberty and they having them hormones and they want to release, you think that they just going to release themselves?
And see, that's hard to speak on because we haven't experienced it.
Yeah. But
like, is there a study done on that? I don't even think you can find a study like that.
I don't think they could. I think the only study in that realm that exists, it was about language, and they wanted to see if babies would develop their own language if they weren't taught a language. So they put babies in a room, and the only time they would pick them up or give them attention was to feed them and to like change them. And the babies died by the time they was like 7-8 months because of lack of human interaction.
I think honestly, no, I think that they would not. I think that naturally, without any type of influence to influence that or to influence that curiosity, then they would, just naturally do their own things. Like, how we saying like with our age, growing up, like being homosexual was kind of taboo and shit. And it's like, but we were aware of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, the influence wasn't as big and everything, but it was still there. And that didn't necessarily, I feel like, especially a little boy growing up, he gonna go play with himself before he gonna play with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his homeboy.
That's what a boy is naturally gonna do. Yeah, so.
That's real. I feel that, man. But, children influential. We got on that when we talking about Kodak and his kids. But, Kodak free. Hopefully he don't go back. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he tighten himself up. I don't understand that whole smoking on Instagram and Facebook and on camera and shit like that.
I don't understand.
You can't.
I mean, I'm not on probation. So when I'm in Cali, when I was in Cali, I wanted to partake in Cali things.
That's different. If you in Cali, I feel that it's legal. It's you just doing something. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was fucking Snapchatting, smoking by cops just to prove that I could smoke by a cop, and they can't say nothing to me.
But that was taboo for you.
I was still paranoid. Like, what if this nigga take me in jail? Nigga, you ain't from Cali.
Let me see your ID. That's a Texas ID.
You from Texas. I was like, damn, okay. But yeah, I don't feel it per se, but the rappers have to keep an image. You know what I'm saying? I feel like rappers have to keep that image. Like Wiz, like he can't talk about smoking weed all day if he's not really smoking weed all day.
Oh yeah, Wiz is like our generation Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? That's how that's his image, that's his persona. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like the average regular Joe. You know what I'm saying? You just incriminating yourself.
But the average regular Joe probably come from where he couldn't afford to buy weed, but wanted to smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't afford it. Didn't have no money. Had to give his mom money for something. Or had to get his kids some diapers and shit. He couldn't afford it. So now you can't give somebody money and expect them not to have that same lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I feel like even the tie into the NFL, like when you give a celebrity money, you have to give them like a seminar, a training class or something to teach them how to keep that money and have the image for the public. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was Uncle Ben from Spider-Man who said, with great racks come great responsibility.
Yeah. Nah.
I think I paraphrased that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can't if you give me $300,000 right now.
And see, that's you. We talking about especially a young boy. Kodak was what, 18, 19?
Yeah. I'm still going to go buy a brick. Like, I'm going to Cali and I'm buying a lot of weed just to smoke. I'm not selling that shit. I got $300,000.
But see, you don't got to smoke it on. You don't got to put it on. You don't got to promote it. There we go. The P word.
But most of the fans, or most of the fans anywhere, they want to see how the rapper is living.
So it's marketing.
It's
talking about earlier.
It's them.
Yeah, they go right back into that, man.
It's marketing. Just bringing them into the rapper's life.
We talking about that with like Young Thug and how Young Thug did the real calling other men hubby and the dress on the album cover and shit like that. But it's
I ain't with that.
But it's marketing. It's attention. The niggas who get on all the social media smoking big blunts and shit and trying to be cool, they do that shit for attention, right? Mm-hmm. It's the same shit that Young Thug get for wearing a dress. It's the same thing 6ix9ine get for doing all the wild reckless shit he be doing.
It's on a different level.
It works. What you think about 6ix9ine?
I think he has some dope music. What do I think about him?
Yeah.
He young.
You think it worked though? It's work. I feel like it's working.
Is that working or is the music working? I think it's that working. And good music backing it up, but would the music last on its own without all that? Like, I don't know. I can't remember the last independent artist without an album out. They got 5-6 billboards.
9.
9?
Yeah.
Damn.
8 for 8.
8 for 8.
Yeah.
No album out.
No album.
No major label.
No major label. But what he does, and this is why I respect him, he takes whatever situation he's in and puts a spin on it and makes it funny. Like, when we just talked about him about to go back to jail, nigga made an Instagram video not dropping the soap.
Yeah, with the soap. You see that shit?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he had the soap in his hand because he about to do it. He might be going to jail.
Yeah.
So he had the soap in his hand and he tossing it up and shit.
He's trying not to drop it. So he puts a spin on it to bring more residual for him.
Yeah, he monetizes it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I respect that because it takes talent to do that too, and to recognize when you should do that, how you should do that, even if you have a good team around you helping you. You know,
I feel like my only problem with what it is it like fuck the culture.
I feel like the culture's been fucked. It's like,